Alright, Chase Lee Hockey here with the Blue Futon. Right after I did that video intro, it's falling. Everything is falling. I don't know what to do right now. Anyway, okay, everything's falling. We're just gonna give you... Okay, I went ham. This month was ridiculous. I mean, I don't know what I was thinking. Actually, a lot of this stuff was on a Kino sale and a lot of sales. And Alright, let's just get started. Alright. There's a lot. Okay, let's get started. First one, Lionsgate has Den of Thieves 1 and 2 in this interesting, I want to call it a steelbook, but an interesting case that, is only on Lionsgate Limited. And I decided to give this one a freaking try. All right, next one, Lionsgate Limited, You're Next. It's a steelbook that's 4K and only on that website. And I think this month is Basic Instincts and City of New York. And the next month is Kick-Ass and Freaky Tales and something else. Anyway, on that line, another one, The Third Man. So this is a bigger one. It has a booklet in it as well. But again, this is only on Lionsgate Limited. I got to make piles for what is steelbook and what's not. All right, another steelbook. Took me a while. Nosferatu. So this is like in the middle of my move when I was moving from one place to the other. I didn't know Nosferatu was going to have a steelbook, and it sold out pretty dang quick. So I had to get this on eBay. A little more than I wanted to, but I love that film. All right, next steelbook, it looks like we have Flight Risk. So this is a straight dad movie, and I enjoy it. And you could just, the disc is a little bit loose in that one. Next steelbook looks like Lord of the Rings, the anime. I thought it was a pretty good movie. It wasn't like amazing, but I still got the steelbook because it's a pretty sweet looking steelbook, right? Right. Next steelbook looks like, I went to Walmart and they randomly had this one, Stardust, on 4K steelbook, and I was like, why not? It looks like you get some cards with this one. It's like, I'm probably not going to do anything with the cards, but it was pretty cheap at the Wally World. Looks like the next one is Galaxy Quest. So I had Galaxy Quest, and Amazon gave it to me like busted up. I mean, busted up. So I rebought it because it was going to be sold out. And I was like, might as well get it before Amazon stops selling that one. That might be the end of the steel books. Oh, wait. Nope, that's a lie. I got a lot more right here. Tombstone! Yes! This is by far like one of my top 10 movies, in my opinion, is Tombstone. Like, this is a freaking classic. Like, if I had to go top 5 movies just on my top of my head right now, this, Transformers, Kill Bill Volume 1, 7, Great Escape, and a lot of Jurassic Park for number 6. Or just in there. But those are like my 6 if I'm like, love those films. Next one, The Outlaw Josie Wales, if I'm saying that right. But anyway, this is 3 Clint Eastwood movies, came on 4K steelbook, and this is one of them. And you might be wondering, Chase, do you have the other ones? The answer is maybe, but I have Renfield. So Renfield is another steelbook that came out, and this is a Wally World exclusive. I'll bet you this will come out on, what am I trying to say? Shout Factory sooner or later. But right now, it's a Walmart exclusive. Let's look. All right, what do we have here, actually? Venom, The Last Dance. Another steelbook that came out, I want to say, a couple months ago, actually. And it finally was getting a little bit lower on Amazon. So I decided to dive in on that one. Let's see here. What do we got? Oh, found another one. Project Silence. So this is a South Korean movie that I was very interested in. And there's a couple of these movies getting these steelbook releases. And I'm pretty excited that, the world can actually see other movies from other parts of the world. What do we got? All right, here's another one. Dirty Harry. So this is the big one that got the 4K release. That's Clint Eastwood. It's not a Western, but it's still a badass freaking film. And that is the other one. Clint Eastwood, Dirty Harry. I want to say there's one more. or at least 2 more. Okay, I did find one more. Another Walmart exclusive, Tommy Boy. Okay, that's a lie. There are 2 Steelbooks, but this cover right here is a Walmart exclusive for Tommy Boy when it comes with a Steelbook. I know I have one more Steelbook in here. I know I do. Found it. Pale Rider. Like I said, there was 3 Clint Eastwood ones that came out, and this is the 3rd one. And this one is rated R as well. But yep, Clint Eastwood, Pale Rider, 4K Steelbook. All right, so those are all the Steelbooks for the months. Holy crap, that's a lot of them. So let's just continue on now. So Kino, I got The Interpreter. This is Nicole Kidman, Sean Penn. This has been out for quite a minute, and it was pretty cheap. Kino had a good dang sale this month. All right, Shout Factory had JFK. This was on sale as well. And with everything coming out now, I'm like, is Oliver Stone right? Is Oliver Stone actually a genius? And I think the answer might be yes to this one. All right, next we have Love Hurts. I know some people didn't like this film. Maybe it was not the greatest, but I loved the cameo in this movie. And I was like, you know what? I don't know how much. This might be actually kind of rare, the 4K in the future. Crack House. Okay, so this was actually free. Vinegar Syndrome. I always say their name right, but they sent me the wrong movies. And I emailed them saying, hey, this is not what I ordered. They're like, we're sorry, we'll send you some new ones. And so I got like a couple free freaking films. So thank you. And what a good company for, like, not for, would be like, nope, we screwed up. Take it. And it's like, thank you. But yep, Crack House was one of the free ones. Now I'm just grabbing them. Reindeer Game. Okay, some people hate this movie. But, I mean, having this as a 4K release is kind of freaking funny. All right, then we have Fright, another 4K from Kino. A lot of these are going to be, what am I trying to say? Kino releases. A lot of Kino this month. Anyway, even though this cover looks like it's like an R-rated movie, it's actually PG. Next, we have a duo of Pearl and Distress and Soon the Darkness and Sudden Terror, both in 4K. Not a clue, but it was on sale. What do we got next? Cannibal Apocalypse. Not a clue either. Not a clue, but it was a 4K release, and we will see. I'm interested now with Kino and Criterion kind of switching back and forth of like some people have it and some people don't. And so I was like, what's a better release? Because they just did it with Some Like It Hot. Do I keep my Kino or do I get the new Criterion? Anyway, another free one. Boobs are on it, so let's cover the nips. Murder Rock. So then you open this up and you get a book and you get a 4K disc with it. But I have no idea what this is. I probably would have never bought it, but it was free. This one was free because of a mistake, and I can't really complain for a free movie, right? All right, next, looks like we have Last Christmas. I kind of like this movie. Some people didn't, but Universal is doing kind of these weird onesie, twosies, 4K releases, and Last Christmas was one of them. All right, next we have Sea of Love with Al Pacino and John Goodman. Have you seen John Goodman lately? He is a lot skinnier. All right, what do you have here? Orca, the Killer Whale, PG. I've noticed a lot of these are Paramount releases. So Paramount looks like they gave a lot of their catalogs to Kino Lober. All right, next we have April Fool's Day. What do you know? Another Paramount release. Yep, I know this one had a regular release, and I think actually the regular release was a Shout Factory, and now this has a 4K release. So, like I said, I have no idea how these distribution companies just get each different one. All right, Death Dream. So Blue Underground does do some of these rarer movies, and they don't come out very often, but Blue Underground, they do a pretty good job with their scans, and they take their time. And there we go. There's that. I don't know what I'm trying to get with that one. All right, we got Invasion of the Body Snatcher. What do you know? Another Paramount release from Kino Lober on 4K release. There's a lot of remakes of this film. There's this one. There's the one with Kiefer Sutherland. There's the one with Nicole Kidman. And I think there's one more as well. But there's been a lot of remakes of that film. Another one, Below, and what do you know? Another Paramount release. This one added it on a double disc with this and Darkness. Kino got this one. Shout got Darkness. Next one, Rules of Engagement, another Paramount release. Samuel L. Jackson, as well as Tommy Lee Jones, Guy Pearce, Bruce Greenwood. A lot of decent people, and Ben Kingsley. So we have a lot of people in Rules of Engagement. Next, The Hunt. Actually, I just realized these are both the same director as well. William Friedkins. So that's interesting. Anyway, this one's a pretty brutal one as well. Benicio del Toro and Tommy Lee Jones again. What do you know? Didn't mean to do that. We have Atari with John Wayne. 1962 Paramount. These are all Paramount releases. This is wild, actually. Internal Affairs. Andy Garcia, Richard Gere. Paramount. Rated R from 1990. 4K again. Oh, we don't have a 4K this time. We have a regular movie, but Samuel Jackson and Andy Garcia. This is kind of crazy how the actors are like 7 Ways to Kevin Bacon. What do you know, though? Paramount release. Guys, we're like halfway there. Universal! We got a new one. The Ager Sanction. Clint Eastwood. This is a pretty good Clint Eastwood month as well. I'm expecting him to pass away soon. He's in his 90s. It'll be a very, very, very sad day. What do we got here? Remembering Gene Wilder. Great actor. So yeah, I had to get it. It was on sale for Kino. Like I said, a lot of these are Kino. Nightmare Beach. This is Studio Canal. So this is a European movie. It looks like it. I could be wrong. But I know this one, again, was a normal release on Blu-ray. Now got a 4K release. A lot of these have done that. Murder by Decree. This is a Studio Canal. This is a, what am I trying to say? Kind of a Sherlock Holmes type of film. Rated PG from 1979. All right, what do we got here? Two Mules for Sister Sarah. Another Clint Eastwood PG movie from 1970. This has the international cut and domestic cut. So that's pretty cool that we're doing this as well, that everyone in the world can see these different types of movies. But yeah, this is from 1970, rated PG. Next one on the list, another Clint Eastwood, Play Missy for Me, rated R from 1971, a Universal pick. And this is Clint Eastwood's directorial debut, actually. Next one, Circus of Horrors, Studio Canal as well. Have no freaking clue. Again, it was a 4K release on sale, and I gotta watch these. I just gotta watch them. All right, I think that's nope. Kino, we are not done just yet. We got Sands of Iwo Jima, John Wayne movie, 1949 Paramount Picture 4K release. And the last one, maybe, if I'm not mistaken, The General's Daughter. So another movie directed by, it's a Simon West. Look at Simon West, my bad. But another one with a pretty good cast, but the why it's rated R is pretty horrific. 1999 has James Wood. Listen to the why it's rated R, right? Graphic images related to sexual violence, including a strong rape scene, some perverse sexuality, nudity, and language. Like that is pretty messed up when it comes to that why it's rated R. That's pretty messed up. All right, so let's continue on. I think with the Shout Factory release, I said Darkness. Shout Factory was actually having a pretty good sale, and Darkness was one of them. Unrated and PG-13 version. We also got the Crimson Rivers 2. So I think the Crimson Rivers 1 was a different release, and Shout Factory had the second one. Next, we have the Creepshow 3, even though people say it's a pretty bad one, but like I said, it was like $10 on Shout or something like that. And these are very limited to like 1,500 releases ever. Equalizer 2000, have no freaking clue, but let's go. And then we have Revenge of the Cheerleaders. No idea again, but let's go. Pretty cheap release. We're almost done, peeps. We are very almost done. So now, Sony does pretty good with some of these 4K older releases, and this is one of them. The Talk of the Town. So not a clue, but I also like getting my movies with slipcovers, and I like watching older movies, and this is one of them. Talk of the Town. Then we have Red One. Okay, this was on sale at Walmart, 4K release. There's no special features, but I was like, I'll do it. It's a fun enough time, in my opinion. All right, Drop Zone. Another one that they screwed up on but gave for free. This is only 5,000 releases. Gary Busey and Wesley Snipes. I can only say, I guess, hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. All right, another free one, The Cannons. So I remember this one being released and being absolutely freaking panned, but because of like the acting and everything from Lindsay Lohan, I don't know. The Cannons, I have no idea. I mean, I would have never bought this, but thank you for another free movie. All right. Companion 4K. Another one where I feel like not a lot of people knew this got released on 4K. And it feels like also when you go to Walmart, yeah, it's there. But not a lot of 4K releases are on the shelf. Like, I still need to get a complete unknown as well. As Above, So Below. I got this one. This is actually a very, very good found footage film. And I wish Shout Factory, because this is like, they did a special release. Like, I guess 4K probably wouldn't have made a big difference, but you see what I'm getting at, I guess, right? Maybe not. All right. Severance. So I actually did buy this one. This is a British movie that I had on DVD. And I actually got shocked. I was like, well, I guess I'm getting an upgrade and getting rid of my DVD of Severance. It's a British movie, if I'm not mistaken. All right, two more. So these are the ones I actually bought. I bought that one. I bought Bone Sickness. Have no idea what this one's about. I mean, not a clue. But I just saw like the crazy gore and everything. I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. And these are very, very limited releases with the slipcovers. So I was like, I'll just give some of these a try. And the last one is Heavier Trip. I need to get Heavy Trip before I watch this one. But Baby Metal's in this one and other fun stuff. But I think it's a Swedish film. The Swedes. Anyway, the last one is a very unique one. Alien Romulus VHS. I think it's funny that some of these movies are coming out on VHS now. I mean, maybe I need to buy VHS tape to watch it in VHS format, but I just think that's pretty freaking sick. Anyway, that's what this month's release was. This was a lot. Cheese like here at the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm on these Futontopia. You Blue Tony. And saying you watching a great day. I'll watch this tape tomorrow. Week from now, month, and a year from now. Every single freaking one of you. Peace and love. Peace and love. And yeah, this is a lot.